Good day, sir. Today I will present my 10 theories in crime causation. Number 1 is classical theory. Classical theory main pleasure decisions. The classical view in criminal explains crime as a free will decision to make a criminal choice. This choice is made by applying the pain pleasure principle. People act in ways that maximize pleasure and minimize. So in classical theory we have a decision making to do what is to do right or wrong. Next is classical theory, deterrence theory. In short, deterrence theories believe that if punishment is severe, certain and swift, a rational person will measure the gains and losses before they engaging crime and will be deterred from violating the law in the loss greater than gain. Next is cognitive duty. Cognitive theories of crime explain criminal behavior as a defect in moral thinking, so process and mental development. So in cognitive theories also help us to understand how an individual's personality and intelligence level are linked to delinquency. Next is behavioral theory. This is a form condition where behavior is learned and reinforced by rewards or punishment. So, if a person is in the company of those who condone in and even reward criminal behavior, especially a figure of authority, then they will continue to engage that behavior. Next is cultural deviance theory. States the crime is correlated strongly to the cultural values and norms prevalent in a society. In other words, individuals may turn to crime not on account of any innate character traits, but because they are influenced by the place they live in, the people they are surrounded by, and their friends or relatives. So next is social control theory. Proposes that people's relationship, commitments, values, norms, and beliefs encourage them not to break the law. Thus, if moral codes are internalized and individuals are tied into and have a stake in the wider community, they will voluntarily limit their propensity to deviance acts. So next is what is strain theory. Strain theories state that certain strains or stressors increase the likelihood of crime. These strains lead to negative emotions such as frustration and anger. This emotion create pressure in corrective actions, and crime is one possible response. So in strain theory, they have emotion, so they commit crime. Next is sociological theories. Most sociological theories of crime causation assume that a criminal's behavior is determined by his or her social environment. A criminal and criminality is a product of a society. Durkheim argued that a crime is social fact and cause of crime. Anomy. So dito sa social theories, sociological theories, they have a behavior that na nakukuha nila sa kanilang lugar. or environment. Next, what is biological theory? Biological theories have focused on body type, genetic factors, studies of twins to differentiate between genetic and social factors, and studies of chromosome variations. This is literature suggests that criminality is genetically transmitted through the family. So, in biological theory, they explain that if your father is a criminal, his son is also become a criminal. So, what is positivist theory? The primary idea behind positivist criminology is that criminals are born as such and not made into criminals. In other words, it is the nature of the person, not nurture, that results in criminal propensities. So, that is my 10 theories in crime causation. Thank you.